Okay, you can see behind me the car is packed again, and it's only been a few days since our last festival. So Springtime and Sunshine Festival was just last weekend, and I've had a couple days of prep, but I did actually have to spend a couple days trying to figure out where our setup and things are going to be. In fact, our tables are still not placed where they're supposed to be. I'm just trying to reach out to the contact, and we're supposed to be in the Greenbelt's Bottle House in downtown Minneapolis for Art of Whirl weekend, which is a huge art weekend for the Minneapolis community where all the artist lofts open up. So we're really excited. It's in a brand new building that we haven't ever been in before, and this is day 0 for setup, and it's kind of like a day number 2 because I actually did set up earlier. So I'm just trying to get out of our parking area, and hopefully I can make it downtown to figure out where I'm going. GPS is on, and I like showing you different video clips that are short, but so that you can see kind of the area of where we live, and giving you those extra shots of downtown Minneapolis. All right, we are entering the inside of the Greenbelt Bottle House, and these are all filled with artist lofts. And look at how neat this space is that we're going to be in this weekend. There are other artists that are setting up here of all different mediums, and we have a 10 by 10 or 3 table space. The layout's going to be a little bit different because we're not going to have our traditional shelving, and I've yet to put on all of the tablecloths, but there is the beginning of our setup. Lots of work yet to do, and we start tomorrow, but just look at how neat the area is with all their gallery space and wall space and their 2 levels. And this is just one of the lofts that's open this weekend for Art of Whirl. Inside the Greenbelt Bottle House, and I just have to show you some changes. There's some artwork going up on the wall. I was right there, but because I'm by myself and I have a 10 by 10, they're putting me here, which is actually over by a food table. So hopefully that helps. And there's going to be dancing and entertainment, but I had to kind of change where my tables and everything were. So there is everything. And working on the setup, so there's this side, so I still have my sign there, and then here, that's where my earrings are going to be, and it's still spacious enough so it's not blocking anything. All right, it is the end, and it's taken several hours because I'm by myself. The back kind of looks a mess right now, but hopefully that will be covered up tomorrow. I tried to cover up the table with the lighter tablecloths, but there it is. We had to move. We're actually over by the stairwell, and everything's covered up for tomorrow. So hopefully we have everything all ready and ready to go. I'm just waiting for a couple more risers to come in. All right, I'm exhausted. My hair's probably a mess. The bag is now empty, as much as it could be. Still work to do tomorrow, so we're probably gonna have to get here early, which is good anyways because we want a parking spot. So we'll be down here finishing our setup. It took me a lot longer because I was all by myself. My husband had to work today, so but we got in, didn't really know what I was doing. I even helped move some other people's tables around. So hopefully everything else will go well, and this will be a good weekend. Let's hope that the weather is not too bad either. So, all right, we'll see you for day 1 tomorrow. All right, the car is running. We've emptied out everything the night before. We still have to go and finish setting up, so we're actually going really, really early, but we're hoping just to relax, get a bite to eat downtown, and we want to get there before the parking gets crazy because lots of people attend the Art of Whirl show up here in the Twin Cities. So it's day number 1 that starts from 5 o'clock, I believe, until like 8 p.m. And then the following night, it's going to be open, but I believe from noon to 8 again. And then noon to 5. So we'll see. I may be off a little bit in the hours, but I did post it on our social media earlier, and I have the right building this time. So I know where I'm going, and hopefully this will be easy. All right.
Let's go.
All right, day 1. All right, as we drive in for day number 1, and you can get another glimpse of the Minneapolis downtown skyline. And I did end up getting in my shelving that you will see later for our setup. We had to change it because we're used to using our shelving, but it's going over the height restrictions and kind of leaving things more open for what they wanted so that people could view the artwork clearly and we're not blocking the other entertainment that will be there at the Grainbelt Bottle House. But a little bit excited and nervous because it's our first time in this building with our fellow guild members, and so just hope things go well.
Here we are on Friday, and the wife is setting up here a new kind of setup from our usual organization for craft shows. So one of the things with any business is adapt to change. So she's done a great job in getting these white shelving units that I put together this morning, and they're idiot proof. You can't put them together the wrong way. So great ingenuity in that regard. And so we have the 3D prints and polymer clay piece collection, and then some of my pure 3D print original designs that I brought. And so it was pretty easy this weekend. We didn't really unpack the vehicle, so everything was kind of ready to go. And so the wife is just putting the last minute touches on here, and this evening we'll be ready for a great event.
All right, now it's his turn. My husband is setting up his 3D designs that he actually created, and we changed around some of the platforms and the stands just because we're used to doing our shelving, but they didn't allow the shelving that we normally use in here. So it might be better though because it's also darker. And so as you're seeing, these are our new setups, and it's kind of trying to find a way to rearrange everything. We still have to put up some keychains, but I have all my earrings and everything right there too, so that we're ready to go for this evening.
All set up. We're just headed to a local cafe here to get some energy, and we'll be back to our booth, and I'll be all set for 5 p.m. opening for all the crowds coming through. Looking forward to maybe grabbing a coffee here and maybe a good sandwich. See ya.
All right, we are down at the Grainbelt Bottle House buildings, and as you can see, if we're participating in Art of Whirl, it has the red dot on the door, and our building is actually over there, but we're going to show you by going across the street. This weekend, Art of Whirl being really big in Minneapolis, Minnesota, they have open studios throughout Minneapolis that are participating, and people to get to go in and tour, and it's a really great opportunity for anybody who is an artist that does have a loft space to show off their work and share. And right here, we wanted to show you in the parking lot the trolleys that are parked back here. Something that they do is they actually have streetcar trolleys that they're going to be running throughout this weekend so that people can go into the different lofts and travel for free back and forth, and then that way they don't have to worry once they park their car, because it gets pretty crazy with parking down here. So that's another thing that will be good to have. It'll be a lot of fun. We were just at Sip Coffee over there across the street, and you can kind of see the Minneapolis skyline, or at least the tall part of it, right over there behind us. So we're kind of in the back streets on the other side of the river, and then that was a nice coffee shop that's really close to us that will be open for longer hours starting tomorrow and Sunday. hop on and hop off this whole weekend. But it starts at 5 today. Here is behind our table setup area. There are some of my fellow Polymer Clay Guild members, 3 in a row down there. They're finishing their setup because in about 15 minutes it will be time to open the doors and get ready. But here we are. All right, everybody. So day number 1 is over with at Art Whirl, and it was raining for, like, I would say the last maybe hour, downpouring pretty hard. But very happy with the building that we're in, just because of the way that it's designed and very open space, and the fact that we're with a lot of other artists. Some of the other artists even remembered that they had purchased from us at other events that they were with us when they were with us. And it's just really nice to see a lot of people who have actually recognized us again, and just said that they bought from us before and that they're seeing kind of like the new things that we've been doing. And I'm very happy because I'm with my fellow Polymer Clay Guild members of Minnesota, and just seeing their beautiful work. Many of them have many more years of experience than I do, and I'm still learning from the group and the different techniques that they're doing. And some of them are even working on the different pieces that they would use for their jewelry and things, but just very beautiful. And finally getting to kind of be with them and see how well, how they do and everything. We did make our space back the first night, but our table fee was not very much because we are with the art organizations up here. And so we did actually sell out of some of my husband's, or close to some of his designs that he has for his keychains. So that's good. We see an interest in both. Just had really good conversations with the fellow artists that are in the Grain Belt Bottle House building. Yes, I have that right finally. And so it was a quieter Friday night than some of the events that we've been to, but Saturday, because this is such a big art event, we'll see how it goes. And again, I try not to have too high of expectations because we're in a brand new spot, but I'm very thankful that we're inside just because of the elements. Like, it rained, it was windy, and do I need to mention the porta potty situation? We actually have real bathrooms. We're inside, so we're sheltered from any weather, from extreme like heats or storms and things like that. Just not as dusty. And we get to relax, to use their bathroom facilities, so it's just very nice. We're across from a coffee shop, so we went and we stopped in there before they closed today, and they'll be open for longer hours tomorrow. I love being down in the Minneapolis area too, so that's a plus. So overall, our first day 1 is all good. We made back our table space, and so now it's just a matter of seeing how well things go, but just good responses. And we're next to another creator and artist who does things, and her name is Dolly Soar. So she actually has a combination where she combines like dolls and dinosaurs together. So I think we're a perfect fit that we're next to each other. So people that would like her things tend to like our things as well, and vice versa. So we're having some good conversations, and we're with a really neat bunch of other artists that do all different kinds of mediums, and kind of are interested in some of the same things that we do as well. So we've gotten to talk to them, and hopefully we'll get to know them more as the weekend goes on, and just really good time. So feeling good about everything. All right, that's it for day number 1. Hey everybody, it is day number 2, Saturday, and we're headed off to our event. It's a little bit darker. We're in the garage, and beautiful day yesterday. It rained for the last maybe like hour, and it rained pretty hard, so that may have affected some traffic, but we at least made our space back plus some, so that's definitely a good thing. So it's like when food, gas, and table space is all made up, we're ready to go. It was pretty slow where we were at, and but today is Saturday, one of the biggest days for the art crawl and Art Whirl, and there are going to be people that did talk to us yesterday. We had some really good conversations that said they're going to be going all weekend, so that's also good.
Yeah.
Hopefully we see them again. All right, we're on our way. All right, so last night, since I sold a couple of the pastry cases, I went home and I made some more. Most of mine are kind of holiday themed, so I just wanted to make another one of my popular pastry ones. So I have little kawai breads that I made and put them in the pastry case for today. To go for day number 2 here at Art Whirl. We had a few things sell yesterday. Some of my sets did sell, so just kind of looking and rearranging. I even brought some individual little planters of the little animals that I made, because I have some extra. And then here's some of our keychains. We didn't use our big one today because of the space. And then I also went home and I made some little skulls. And then here's our earrings. And there's our neighbor again, Dolly Soar. And we're all just getting ready and getting set up for the day, which starts at noon, for all of the artist lofts. It looks like there's going to be dancers today. It is Saturday, and the dancers have actually just set up their orbs, which I don't know if they're floating or glowing. There's some of my Polymer Clay Guild members. We're all getting set up in here. They even have like a guest beverage and some snacks. And then over here, we have a musician again playing today. So, looks like they're playing some music, and they will be for most of the day today. Hello, I've come to capture your socials. Here's Colton Warren playing his guitar right there.
Finishing sound check, getting ready to go.
All right, good deal. Thank you. right, it is the end of day 2 and we are both exhausted and very tired. It was very busy as people went to like all the artist lofts and came through ours. We had a pretty good day. I think what we've been doing is pretty comparable to last year when we were at a Bauhaus, which actually had more traffic, but because we were at an area where they were there for concerts and for the brewery and everything, some of them didn't even know that we were actually there in the back behind the building with the rest of the artists. So hopefully this is more like art focused, and we've had some really good responses from everybody, and we actually got to see a couple people we knew as well, so just a lot more fun, and we're inside from the elements. So just much nicer. Yeah. All right. Hey everybody, it is day number 3, our last day, Sunday at Art of Whirl. I think our numbers, we'll see how it goes. We're hoping to at least meet last year's numbers or more than that, but yesterday was pretty busy. There were at least like 1 or 2 hours when people would normally be having like a dinner or lunch or something, even though there's tons and tons of artist lofts that are open, that the flow of traffic was pretty steady. So and it didn't rain. We'll see today, because rain may be a factor today, so hopefully maybe people will just linger longer in buildings. And I did make a few more like sushi keychains. All of my little bento boxes with the clay miniatures inside have been going. I only have a few left, so that's actually a good thing there. So yeah, we'll just have to keep making things. All right, bye. Last hour here at Art of Whirl in the Greenbelt Model House building. Husband's taking some pictures, but he's done well, and had we've had pieces of the pastry cases and other little miniature pieces going, as well as earrings. It's been a pretty good show, and then some of my fellow guild members there have been doing well. I've gotten to know some of the artists here, and it looks like maybe the other extra performances are over, so we'll kind of do a review at the end. Alright, giving you a little butt shot. And we're starting to tear down. Everybody in here is all done. It is 5 o'clock, and we're all getting ready to take down our displays. All right, we are both exhausted. It is the end of the event, and we had a little dilemma. I shouldn't say a little dilemma trying to get everything into our vehicle because we have an extra table that we didn't plan on using because of all the shelving that was in there. So next time we'll have to remove things and just make more room for ourselves so that we don't have this problem. So, but that's that's the wrap up. And I would say that overall the event, I don't know if you have any thoughts on that too, but the event is over. And I think we actually we definitely did better than last year. And that's also because the cost of the table was so much cheaper. So we did better overall in our numbers, which means that we are, again, and I always report this, we are over $1,000 even with the space costs and gas and food. So that's kind of like our goal during the shows, and especially when it's 3 days. So I would say definitely better than last year, because last year we did not reach that. So we were close, but we were under. All right, that's it.
All right, I'm just laughing as I'm editing the video, and after seeing that we're driving home, because I realized that I had hair plastered to my face because it was so windy as we were loading and unloading. But if you could have seen the troubles that we had getting everything to fit because we bought additional shelving and an additional table that we're not used to bringing, you would have laughed. We both kind of like had little like catty moments where we got a little bit crabby because we're both just tired and we wanted to go home and get a bite to eat and call it a day. But overall, again, like I said, we exceeded our goal because we made more than we did last year. And so just very happy about how things turned out this year. And again, thank you to everybody who's watching. Please hit that bell, like, and subscribe. And we will continue to show you our events over the summer. Bye, everybody.